Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Das here. I want to make a quick video just talking about the stuff that's going to be coming with this next chapter with All Kill Comeback. Um just some stuff you might have missed if you weren't able to do the PTB, stuff along those lines. One of the first things to mention is we are getting prestige rewards. So we're going to be getting rewards for when you reach Prestige 25, Prestige 50, and Prestige 100. It's this like cool drawn artwork for the characters, and you have like the entity claws becoming more and more prevalent with each quarter prestige. The only thing is, characters like Wesker, Leon, Claire, Ada, Rebecca, and Nemesis are not going to be getting the same type of reward. They're still gonna be getting the prestige rewards of it being an icon. However, it's going to be specifically a like just their banner render. It's not gonna be the specific artwork that the other ones have. I'm not sure why. I don't know why Capcom's not allowing them to make the artwork. But it's just the case that it's going to be. And on top of that, when you reach the P100 reward, there's also a glistering diamond effect that goes across the actual badge. It's a very cool reward. I know a lot of people weren't super happy that this was the P100 reward. However, Behavior have stated that it was something to not create FOMO. They wanted to make a P100 reward that wasn't going to be like another legacy cosmetic type of situation. So I'm pretty happy about it. I think it's a really nice reward. I'm going to have a Springtrap one once the update goes live, and then I'm also going to have a Sable one at some point. Another thing that's coming in with the new chapter is aura colors. So, like we had with scratch marks, aura colors are going to be able to be customizable. You're going to be able to change the different auras for multiple things, whether it's the killer aura, survivor aura, generator aura, palette aura, I believe totem aura. You can customize them each individually as well. So if you want survivors to be a bright yellow aura and you want killers to be a blue aura, you can. It's a really nice change. And they also had it set when you're hovering over this stuff in your settings, it'll show you a preview image of how it would look in game. You don't have to go into a game, whether it's a custom game or a real game, to test this out and see. You could just see it in the UI. Obviously, we're getting Trickster changes. We're probably going to be some tweaks and tuning from what was on the PTB. That's obviously going to be included with the patch notes that come out. But Trickster is getting kind of like a Devil May Cry type of mechanic, where the more things he does in succession and with variety, the more reward he gets with style. And as he goes up in style, he gets like stuff like increased reload, stuff like that. And then once he reaches S rank, he gets his main event ability. And depending on what he does in his main event, depending on how many knives he hits, he'll get refunded the style points back depending on what he did. Honestly, a really good change. And on top of that, on the PTB, he got nerfed movement wise. He's now the same movement as Huntress, whereas before he was just a normal killer like Trapper and stuff like that. I don't know how I feel about that change specifically, especially on this new map that we're getting. It was kind of noticeable how slow he was. It was hard to really keep up with the survivors around those type of loops. That's one of the things that I think might get reverted, but we'll have to wait and see. As I mentioned, we are also getting a brand new map. It is a map centered around the Trickster. It's a gorgeous map. It's kind of large in my opinion. There's a lot of unsafe pallets that might get changed on the live server. There was just a ton of unsafe pallets that you can just get hit over or through. But it is a beautiful map. It's got so much cool stuff. It's got little cool characters along the way. There's some Easter eggs there. I might make some shorts about the Easter eggs, but by all means, if you haven't checked it out or if you are on console, go and try to find the Easter eggs yourself. I think it's just super cool details. On top of that, we're most likely going to be getting tons and tons of cosmetics. In fact, I'm pretty sure we are. It was announced on the roadmap that we're getting it. Let me just double check my sources with that. Yes. So on March 17th, we are getting a All Kill Comeback collection. So I'm assuming these are different skins from what we had from the PTB. So I'm guessing we might be getting a female Trickster skin. That would be really cool if that was the case. But another thing to mention as well, with the new chapter coming out, we are getting a free trial for All Kill Comeback. So we're most likely going to be able to play as Yunjin, Trickster, and the new Survivor for free for that trial. And the reason that there's a trial is because there are quests. There are quests specifically for this chapter. So we don't know what the rewards are at the moment for these quests. Hopefully it is actual like rewards, not just blood points. We will have to wait and see. Some other stuff that's being included, which might have gone under people's radar, is a change to Wesker, which there's people that aren't really happy with, but the developers have talked about this already. I'll have it up on your screen here, the forum post that happened. But essentially, like, a lot of Wesker's texts are being removed. So specifically, the community manager Mandy stated on the forums that Wesker had a number of bug fixes on the PTB that was a part of a full technical refactor for him. Unfortunately, this changed how some things work. Part of the problem was that initially these things were not intended with the killer. However, we do realize that many players have learned to master those specific texts. We're looking at the way they can get implemented properly. We're hoping this could be in time for release for this chapter. That's the aim at least. So I would say just don't expect like these things to actually like the implemented text to be a thing when the chapter goes live. It might not, but I know that there's quite a few Wesker mains that were pointing this out on the PTB. You can't do the Wesker fly tech. I believe hug tech got removed, among other things. Here we go. So there was a delay in his power between using the first and the second bound, and a removal of hug tech, and I believe the Wesker flying Wesker tech was removed. So again, Mandy say that they're trying to see if they can implement this as actual intended things for the killer. We're gonna have to wait and see, but as of right now, I would say expect there to be a huge change in how Wesker operates in gameplay. Hi, sorry, I'm adding this after the fact because it completely slipped my mind. Another change that is coming to Dead by Daylight from the PTB, unless you decide not to, is uh, the ghoul, his targeting is being changed. So he no longer has auto aim. You actually do need to aim his reticle onto the survivor in order to latch onto them. So it should be a lot easier to counter the ghoul. It's going to be a lot more skill that's needed for ghoul to actually get those injuries. So for the most part, it's not a free injure. We're going to see if that ends up making it to live. We're going to see how that works on live. But kind of exciting for Survivor players. But yeah, just adding this in after the fact in case my audio sounds a lot different. But besides that, there were some other changes. There's some slight nerfs and adjustments to characters like Vecna and stuff along those lines. But I would probably say those are the more notable things. But I'm pretty excited for this chapter. I think it's a pretty cool original chapter, a nice like refresh to a kind of like polarizing chapter. And I'm also just personally excited for it because this is when I'm finally getting my Twitch shirts. Unless something goes wrong, I'm pretty stoked for it. But yeah, that's basically like the rundown I want to give you guys. I will say they have announced when it's going live, and I will pull that up so that I can go ahead and give you guys the proper information. So the chapter is going live, obviously, Tuesday, March 17th. It's going live at 11 a.m. Eastern. And so I'll have this graphic up on your screen, but you can see right here, Seattle, it's 8 a.m. Mexico City is 9 a.m. Rio is 12 p.m. London is 3 p.m. Paris is 4 p.m. Cairo is 5 p.m. Beijing is 11 p.m. Seoul is the 18th at midnight. Tokyo's the 18th at midnight, and Sydney is the 18th at 2 a.m. So for me, it's going to be coming out at 8 a.m. So I'm going to be up pretty early, and I will be streaming the new chapter for a little bit, getting the depth of the new server and trying to get the generator completion achievement for the new map. And obviously checking out the new skins, stuff like that, being able to do my Twitch shirt stuff. But yeah, if you want to watch me check out the new map, maybe join in some games. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens Tuesday. If I don't have plans to team up with somebody, then I might do some open lobbies for some Survivor. We'll see. But if you guys want to check that out, I will be live here on YouTube and on Twitch. Links for my Twitch are always in the description down below. But yeah, besides that, I hope you guys enjoy the chapter. I hope you guys like it, and let me know. Are you planning on maining the new survivor? Are you going to P100 him? How many of these new P100 icons are you getting? Until then, if you're new around here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. It helps out a ton. And as always, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Goodbye.